It's time now for Countywide, a special presentation of Yavapai Broadcasting News. Join Paul David and Jen Cohen as they talk with our community's leaders, newsmakers, and people in the know. You'll hear about the hot topics that affect all our lives in Yavapai County. And now, here's today's Countywide.
Hello and welcome to Countywide. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jen Cohen. Today we're talking about the Verde Valley Homeless Coalition. We have with us Raena Avalon. She is the executive director. And we have Quasula. She is the vice president of the board. Lots of good things have been happening in a short period of time for the Verde Valley Homeless Coalition. Go to verdevalleyhomelesscoalition.com. That's the website. Lots of info. .org. .org. That's the information you're going to need today. Gosh, Raena, Carol, thank you for being here this morning.
You are welcome. Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah. Carol is now our president of the board.
Wow. See, the internet lies.
Yeah.
We just need to make a change on our internet on that. So.
Well, there we go. Well, see, now I've corrected it. There we go.
Just happened.
Excellent. Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's super. So you've been up and running a year and a half now, I think,
yeah.
correct? Wow, and done a lot. Can you tell us why the Verde Valley Homeless Coalition got started?
Well, it started to identify and create real solutions to alleviating homelessness in the Verde Valley. And our intent is to give people a hand up rather than a handout. You know, we all need help from time to time. And so we're trying to offer them that hand up to try to improve their lives, but for those that want better situations.
Well, certainly. Now, Carol, what does that look like? What does the coalition do for folks in need?
Well, we do many things. First of all, we provide a safe place that's warm in the winter, cool in the summer. They always have access to drinks, to snacks. We can provide resources to them for community, for other things in the community that they might need. Laundry vouchers, that's a biggie. We provide them with the laundry voucher and they can do that once a week. Occasionally we have bus passes that we can give them. We, of course, provide in the wintertime shelter. It's an emergency overnight shelter and we've been able to house up to 12 people. And we have internet access so they can get on a computer and apply for employment. It's, as one homeless individual who I've known for several years told me, he said, it just gives us a place to connect. Because so many folks are out there all by themselves, and it's connection. It's like family to them, and therefore, you know, the visitors, as we call them, who come and participate, they really see that as their place, which means they pitch in and take the trash out. You know, try to pick up after themselves. You know, they'll go out and you know, walk the perimeters and pick up trash, but there's just some ownership there.
That's great. Now you say you're an emergency shelter. This winter, Raena, was winter.
We
had winter.
Yes.
You had a busy time.
We did. We were open 40 nights.
Wow.
This past winter, and we had 10 to 12 people every night. So
what happens when more show up than you have space for?
Well, we call Angie to see if she has any
Over
room.
at Angie's house.
And we call the sanctuary and see if they have room. We try to place them somewhere else.
Sure.
But some of them, you know, they end up staying on the streets.
Right, but that's going to change here soon because you've got a new building happening.
Absolutely, and we're
What's
so
going on with
excited
that?
about it.
That is exciting.
Well, we've been working with a local individual who would have liked to have sold the building to us. We've kind of backed off buying the building, but he is willing to lease to us. That is going to double our space. Because if you come to the drop-in center, we're opened Monday through Sunday now, 7 days a week. And we're there from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock. You will see that we're serving anywhere from 30 to 35 people a day, which for the space that we're in, which is under 1,000 square feet.
Yeah.
And that includes clothing, donations, food. We have to have furniture for people to sit on.
Sure.
It tables for the computers. It doesn't leave us with a lot of space for that many people. So the opportunity to double our space is just so exciting. And our hope is that we'll be able to move into our new space come the 1st of August. That's our hope.
That's fantastic. That's huge.
that
Doubling the
is.
amount of folks you can serve each day is
Right.
impressive. Now, how do you do that? All volunteers?
Yes. We have about 25 volunteers.
Wow.
That they do shifts, and in the wintertime we offered a stipend for people to do the 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. shift. Because nobody really wants to stay up all night. And they're working, they work 1 to 5, we're open. So,
All right.
yeah, we
That's
have 700 square feet,
Yeah, it's
we're,
small.
And we're going to 1,600
That's fantastic.
square feet. So, whereas we could take 12 people a night, for the overnights, we'll be able to take 20 in
Right.
the new location.
And when you do overnights, there's a specific parameter that you stick to. Like if it gets below something,
35 degrees.
It gets below
if it's
35 degrees.
forecasted. We check the forecast 48 hours in advance. And if it's forecasted to be 35 or below, we just make a determination that we're going to be open that night. If it changes in the next day or so, we still stick with the 48-hour.
Sure. Okay. And that's winter. Are there any times in the summer or the other parts of the season where you do
Not
overnights?
yet.
Not needed.
No, we would have to get in. We would have to go and get another ordinance passed through the city council. We had to get a special ordinance last year to allow us to have an emergency shelter without fire sprinklers because of the universal fire sprinkler law. And so, but the ordinance that was passed is only for 35 and below. So
Okay. That
we
makes
would have
sense.
to go back to
Okay. Yeah. Fun.
conditional use permits and
Yeah, all that good stuff. Go to verdevalleyhomelesscoalition.org. Lots of information for you there if you want to get involved, if you want to volunteer, if you want to donate, you want to look at the needs that they have. It's all located there, everything you need to know. We're talking with Raena, Avalon, and Carol Quasula. We'll be right back with more Countywide, so don't go away.
What does it look like when a life is truly changed?
I feel a sense of accomplishment because I built a house. This house has brought us financial independence.
Ja, así está.
It's a great place to raise a family.
Strength, fuerza. When I look back where we've come from to where we are today, it makes my heart very happy.
Potential. Potencia.
For me, this house means all of us together.
So, together.
Security.
Security.
Every family dreams to have their own house. This house changed our lives.
Habitat for Humanity is at work in your community and around the world. Through shelter, we empower.
We develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. For a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Welcome back to Countywide. We're talking about the Verde Valley Homeless Coalition today. Go to verdevalleyhomelesscoalition.org. We're talking with Raena Avalon. She's the executive director, and Carol Quasula. She's the president of the board. So we've talked about the new building and the mission and how you're helping the homelessness in the Verde Valley with the overnight shelter and with the space to be in and connect in. If it's so hot, you can get out and get out of the heat. Now let's talk about what are the issues here. We're going to bring up the F word here. We're going to bring up several F words, actually. Not what you're thinking. Food and funding.
Yes.
Yes.
Where should we start first?
Well, food.
Food.
We recently discovered that there are health department regulations that we weren't following per se, and that all food served now has to be prepared in a commercial kitchen or be prepackaged. Like we could do frozen burritos or individually wrapped where they microwave them themselves. Or there's certain procedures we could do to do cold cuts on the weekends. Spectrum Healthcare has stepped up to provide meals through their work adjustment training program on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And the Old Town Mission provides meals on Wednesday and Friday. So it's the weekends that we really need food that's prepared in a commercial kitchen or frozen foods that can be microwaved.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if there's anyone that wants to donate something like that or has a line on a commercial kitchen that might be willing to pick up on weekends, you definitely could use some food assistance there. Okay, that makes sense. So, okay. And how's the funding going, Carol?
Well, you know, we're coming at the end of, we got a grant through the city of Cottonwood that has paid our rent and will pay our rent through the end of July. Come August 1, we're going to be on our own. We don't have any substantial grants at this point in time, not that Raena isn't trying very desperately to find those funding sources. We do have an individual in the community who remains anonymous that has given us, has pledged a substantial grant, and so we want to take that and go to the community and try to at least get another 2/3 funding above and beyond that, because it costs us a bit over $30,000 a year to run our operation with rent and utilities. And moving to the new space, our rent will go up a bit, and our utilities will not be included. So that will be our expense. And of course, we have insurance every year that we have to cover. I am working on a major fundraiser that's coming up the first Saturday in October. And I certainly am looking for anyone out there who has fundraising skills that would like to join our team. They can certainly contact us, and we're going to be meeting on that venture. So that hopefully as well. And I want to give a shout out to the community because we have gotten a lot of financial support right here in this community. We were a charitable organization for tax purposes, and for our first year we were just thrilled with how many people stepped up there. But it's just an ongoing need.
Absolutely.
And if the community can meet that financially, in my way of thinking, that's really what we should do, because it is our community, and these are our people that we're serving.
Taking care of our own community, for
Yes.
sure. And 30,000 is really, for running the whole organization, for as many lives as you affect on a daily basis, that's nothing. You're doing a brilliant job of making that work on peanuts. And what would happen if the funding ran out? Where would these people go?
Exactly. And I have to tell you, the hospital, they depend on us. The police department depends on us. The adult probation, the jail. I mean, all of those people, organizations, Catholic Charities, send people to us. And we have served
over 350 people in our
unduplicated
in our first 9 months.
Yes.
Right, yeah, and that unduplicated means they're individuals. Now, of those individuals, they come back more than once.
Right,
Most of them.
exactly.
So it's 350 individual people who have come in repeatedly, so that's adds up to 30 to 50 people a day, and then the overnights, and that's a lot of traffic.
Yes.
And those, of the 350 people, not all of them are technically homeless. Some are on the verge of homelessness, or about to lose their apartments, or they just are low income and they need additional assistance. And so there probably at least half of them are actually camping or living in their cars. There's quite a few people that live in their cars.
Speaking of cars, one of the things about your new building, you need to, in order to comply with the city codes and whatnot, you need to have 10 parking spaces, and in order to accomplish that, you need a chip seal in the parking lot.
Right.
Now, how's that going to happen?
Well, we right now are reaching out to the community to see if we can get that donated. You know, one of the things we all know is 260 is getting chip sealed right now. And we're going to reach out and see if we could possibly get a donation. You know, if for them that would not be a big deal, but for us, it's $4,000 or $5,000.
Yeah.
Right, and $4,000 or $5,000, it could go someplace else. It could go into food or clothing or hygiene products or electricity, you know, or whatever. Rent. Yeah, that's quite a chunk. So if anyone knows anyone who's interested in possibly being part of a donation of a chip seal operation at the new building, give them a call, 928-202-1176, 202-1176. Go to Verde Valley Homeless Coalition.org. We're talking with Raena Avalon and Carol Quasula. We've got a little bit more countywide coming back at you in just a moment, so don't go away.
What does it look like when a life is truly changed?
I feel a sense of accomplishment because I built a house. This house has brought us financial independence.
Ja, así está.
It's a great place to raise a family.
Strength. Fuerza. When I look back where we've come from to where we are today, it makes my heart very happy.
Potential. Potencia.
For me, this house means all of us together.
Security.
Security.
Every family dreams to have their own house. This house changed our lives.
Habitat for Humanity is at work in your community and around the world. Through shelter, we empower.
We develop quality citizens who keep our core, our country, and our communities side by side on the winning side. Not for glory, but for honor. for a code that isn't written or spoken, but lived. It's what we do. It's who we are. It's the battle cry of our fighting spirit. Battles won. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Welcome back to Countywide. Just a few moments left. We're talking about the Verde Valley Homeless Coalition. Go to verdevalleyhomelesscoalition.org. Okay, you need things, you need supplies, you need odd things. You brought this wonderful list with you. Please run down that for us.
Our immediate needs are toilet paper, paper towels, body wipes, deodorant, shaving cream, chapstick. And then we also need powdered laundry detergent because we give out the laundry vouchers and we include a scoop of detergent. Prepackaged crackers and cookies or Chef Boyardee in cups, tuna salad packs. We need jeans, men's jeans sizes 30 to 34, and shorts. Now it's getting into short season, and sneakers size 10 to 13, boots same sizes, hoodies and backpacks.
Okay.
And always tents and sleeping bags.
And always,
And
yeah.
sleeping bags, and okay. I like that, and the prepackaged snack foods and foods and things like that. And of course, okay, that makes perfect sense. Oh, that's quite a list. Now, if someone says, well, okay, I'll go to Costco and I'll pick up an extra case, or I'll pick up a lot of extra cases, can they call you and say, hey, can you come get this, Carol?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Realtors Association here in town just gave us a huge donation, and I've made 2 trips to their organization to pick that up. So
wonderful.
absolutely we can make arrangements.
Great. Okay, so you can go to verdevalleyhomelesscoalition.org, or you can give them a call at 928-202-1176. Now, Raena, mission for the future. Where are you headed?
Well, our goal is to do a transitional housing project where we've found that sometimes they get jobs, but trying to maintain a job and still get their needs met and to live a homeless lifestyle is almost impossible. So the transitional housing, they would stay from 3 to 6 months, and it would give them a chance. We would take half the rent and put it aside for them so that they have a down payment and, security deposit. And the building we're looking at also has a commercial kitchen.
Wow.
Which we would like to do a culinary training program to teach people to become chefs.
Brilliant.
So that they can have a skill.
That's a great skill. It's highly useful all over the country, all over the world, and very needed with all the restaurants, all over the place. That's, I would say, a top skill. So that is amazing. A building, having that opportunity nearby as well as the kitchen. So what do you need to get that done?
Well, we have some matching grants that people that have pledged money, that they'd like to see matched so that we can get a down payment. We need about $100,000 to get a down payment on this building. And we have about a little over half of that.
Wow. Awesome.
Now.
You're on your way.
We're on our way.
That's great. I cannot believe what you've done for the community in the year and a half you've been doing this.
Yeah.
You are amazing, Raena, Carol. Amazing what you've done with very little resources, the impact that you're making on the lives, the success stories that we've been able to talk about during the breaks. It's wonderful. So make sure you help out, give a hand, see if you can volunteer. You want to donate some toilet paper, paper towels, laundry detergent, anything like that. Verde Valley Homeless Coalition.org. Give them a call, 928-202-1176. That's all the time we have for Countywide. We'll see you again next time.